Thank you, Madam Chair. We have with us today, I see it's very lovely to see former Planning Commissioner Rosemary Ciotti, also the chair of our Disabilities Advisory Commission, Mr. Bill Stedman is here, and others from our disability community to recognize the 28th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act. I think this is particularly appropriate for us to recognize this here in Arlington. It was Arlington's own delegate, Warren G. Stembaugh, who authored the Virginia with Disabilities Act that was passed by the General Assembly in Virginia in 1985 and was the precursor to the federal Americans with Disability Act that was ultimately adopted in 1990. And so recognizing that history, we have here a proclamation for National Disability Voter Registration Week. Whereas there are over 50 million people of all ages with disabilities living in communities throughout the United States, and whereas the Americans with Disabilities Act was signed into law on July 26, 1990 to ensure the civil rights of people with disabilities, and whereas National Disability Voter Registration Week is recognized during the week of July 16th through the 20th, and whereas the ADA established a clear and comprehensive national mandate for the elimination of discrimination against individuals with disabilities, and whereas the ADA requires the development of accessible buildings, facilities, and services, and whereas the disability community has a critical interest in policies enacted at local, state, and national levels that affect the integration of people with disabilities, young and old, into our communities. Now, therefore, Katie Crystal, Chair of the County Board of Arlington, Virginia, on the 28th anniversary of the ADA, does hereby proclaim July 16th through the 20th, 2018, as National Disability Voter Registration Week. Thank you. Do we want to do a photo?
Sure, let's do it. Absolutely. I'd like to have Rosemary or Bill, Doris, Alexa, come join us.
Breath. Take a deep breath and turn sideways.
Does this move? I don't think Bill can get by.
Oh,
Oh, good job. I'll help you.
Mason can.